Seed Commons is a cooperative, but it's a distributed cooperative. We're spread out all across the United States, in Argentina, in Nicaragua, in Canada now. And for us, a lot of what we do is network organizing. So trying to figure out, how do you build a network? How do you connect people in a cooperative structure when they're not able to see each other, when they're not able to be together on a regular basis? It's a real challenge. It's a challenge in the kind of organizing that we do. And so for us, coming together in person, physically, once a year, it's an important part of building, growing the cooperative, and actually fostering a real sense of connection and camaraderie between the members.
What I've definitely learned in the last 10 years is that it is actually truly possible to build real alternatives to the way our system works that are functional, that are practical, and that deliver the transformative results we're looking for. We built Seed Commons to be an open space, like a platform for organizations and for movement groups to join and get access to the resources that we had at scale and be able to grow from there and deliver real impact and really help change their local economy and really engage their local economy.
For us, joining Seed Commons was a complete game changer because it allowed us to take that power of imagination and organization and community organizing and then match it with access to capital, and that completely changes what a community can dream about and what a community can actually build.
Estamos tan cerca de las cooperativas, de las personas, de los grupos que no tienen acceso a la banca privada. Y si llegan a tener acceso, las tasas de interés son altísimas. Y eso se lleva a la riqueza que ellos pudieran tener y hacer crecer su negocio. No solo te vamos a dar un crédito, también vamos a apoyar tu crecimiento, vamos a ayudarte a crecer y vamos a aprender en el camino los dos. Entonces, creo que la base de Nicaragua actualmente es una herramienta para y con las cooperativas y los grupos solidarios con los que trabajamos.
Something that's really special about working with Seed Commons and doing this on-the-ground work is that I'm there to provide technical assistance, but it's that paired with the financing that makes the engine go. And so that's the beautiful thing about Seed Commons. We are providing the financing, providing the technical assistance. We're on the ground with the people, and it works.
One of the things that we try to do as Seed Commons is really sort of flip the script on the way that the economy works, right? So we are trying to build a financial cooperative that is controlled by the workers who are impacted by the financing, by the lack of access to financing, and now the investment that is available for their communities. And, for us, it's part of why the cooperative model is really key, because this is about governance by the people who are impacted, right? And by the people whose lives and communities are really changed by the access to the resource.
We have learned that, in collaboration with the Seed Commons, as we venture into this world of cooperatives and non-extractive finance, one of the things that we see is the issue right now with the world. It's the form of governance is hierarchical, based on violence. So if we're trying to create what we call the regenerative economy, that also means that we have to return to more collective forms of ownership or stewardness of land, resources, and that also has to be done in a collective and democratic way.
Seed Commons for us has been really helpful as far as someone to go to with questions. We can reach out to any of the people at Seed Commons when we're trying to better understand how to approach a loan, how to help a new developing cooperative, or also just other members, other peers in the network. For me, it has helped me recognize that we're not all by ourselves.
With Seed Commons, we not only got training, workshops and things like that, but we also got to visit with people in their communities, right? And to make connection with them, to talk to them about the problems and challenges that they're having, and then connect how Seed Commons was helping them to solve those problems in a way that normally they wouldn't have access to.
Part of the story that I love is that we're just always so much stronger together. And it's really exciting to think about where we're going, because if we got this far, if we have been growing in such a fast pace, I mean, the idea of $1 billion loan fund is truly within reach, within, maybe 10 years.
Well, the capital from the seed commons, it's important now and in 10 years, because the climate catastrophe is already here. It's not even a debate whether it's real or not, it's happening. We need to create communities that are resilient, that can adapt and mitigate risk, and create an economy that is not exasperating ecological collapse and social collapse, but actually creating a real alternative. So having the capital from seed commons as a means to create this new world when it's desperately needed is crucial.
There's something really special about the fact that the people who are building this are building it from real lived experience, real needs that they experienced as workers in co-ops, that they experience as workers in the world, and are trying to figure out how we use these resources that we have access to address what we need.
Nuestro trabajo en Argentina, yo creo que después venimos atravesando desde hace varios años como diferentes crisis económicas y política, y creo que el trabajo que realizamos desde las finanzas solidarias es una apuesta a otro tipo de sociedad. Entonces, en ese sentido, me parece que es importantísimo el papel que jugamos en esto del acceso a financiamiento, a poder continuar procesos de disputa a una nueva forma de sociedad y de vida que espero llegue pronto.
We couldn't have created it ourselves. We needed to provide a space for emergent possibility. Like a garden that's really good nurturing soil and has all the water of however much capital you can use, but the seeds that need to be there, that's what we tried to design, a place for the seeds of seed commons to grow. Our thesis is that there's 1,000 other organizations in the US, across the country, that have done just as much work on the ground and are as ready to blossom. They just don't have access to the resources. And that's why we created Seed Commons. That's why we want to grow it.
I imagine Seed Commons and our network will be like that mycelium, like the underground connections with the mushrooms and the fungi that are all touching each other, supporting each other, getting ideas and sharing things with each other. I can only imagine Seed Commons growing and growing more like that.